Hi Gemini, welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Gemini, this is your love reading starting today on the 12th of May. And just for I've asked for the most inspirational, uplifting life story that I can find for you. And it's just onwards, but for the very near future. I've started to incorporate the frequency of the number into the reading, to the basis of the reading. And today's number 12 is awesome because we have a new beginning with the number 1, and we have conversation, communication, and relationships with the number 2. And then combining the 1 and 2, we have number 3, which is creativity, passion, joy, fun, awesomeness. So let's see specifically what's going on for you. Gemini. Excuse me, I just paused there because it was somebody at the door, or they were showing their face through the window here, so I just had a little talk with them. I was shuffling to get the third card out here. And I'm using the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue. Just want to make clear that it's not a typical tarot reading. I don't know tarot, I only use the images of the cards to get my own intuition going. Oh, wow. I forgot there's Gemini that I'm doing the reading for. Oh my goodness. So what fell out is 4 purple borders with the Magician, the World, New Beginnings, and Epiphany. Number 1, 21, 20, and 9. Oh my God. Gorgeous. And we're starting with this number 5. 5 are Raphael. Everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. Number 5 for me, and I do apologize, the program reverses the images, and I'm keeping it in for now. Number 5 is all about change and life path, and sometimes it's a change of a life path, like you're changing direction. And we have a green border, so it speaks about the complete love, the whole love that is going on within you and also therefore around you. And it's really gorgeous. It's being presented as so you're wearing a green dress. That's how we say it. A green dress. And it just speaks about that you've healed, that you're very whole within yourself. And so you're attracting accordingly. And obviously you've attracted maybe some frogs, maybe some catalysts, maybe some what you would call karma relationships in the past, and you opened them and you got to live through them, but they weren't for you. So you moved on, and now we have this gorgeous present sitting here across from the mirror, which if you look really closely is a green present with yellow ribbon. So the green speaks about the whole love, which is matching to your green dress. And then it's a yellow ribbon around it. And the yellow is all about the solar plexus for me, which speaks about the, first and foremost, the worthiness of things, how you feel worthy of it, but also the manifestation of this relationship. And it's like you've yet to open it. It's right there. It's being mirrored. So it's like it shows you a mirroring version of who you are and who you now are, dressed in this green. So it's so many good things on their way for you. And whether you're single or in a separated situation, this is a present. This is a relationship that you would want to open for sure. And then we have 3 of Michael. 3, like I said, for the basis of the reading. 3 is all about passion, creativity, joy, fun. 3 could come out as a manifestation as well. 33 is the strongest manifestational number because it's 11, which is dreams, and 22, which is like making it happen, and 33 is like the dream that we made happen is coming to life. Like it's here. So that could be a thing as well. There's a blue border here. There's a real authenticity going on. Truth is coming out, and you're letting go. You're letting go of the past. some sort of truth has come out to you and you're letting go of the past. So if you found out about something, about an ex, about a past relationship, if somebody found out something about you, take it however it resonates with you, because it's a general reading. So I see a heart. I see a heart here far in the distance, and how it flies away. So I think that you probably experienced a love that you felt like it was like it was getting away from you, and you've been really upset about it, really sad about it. However that played out, it was a love that was flying away, it was getting away from you. And you worked on releasing the past. And like I said, you kissed a lot of frogs. You opened a lot of presents, but they weren't for you, and we're moving on. So we arrived at this place. It has taken a while to get here. But this is like releasing the past with Michael. So it's like, we're doing this now. We really are releasing the past. And it's almost like you can't fully release the past until you invite the future, or invite the now, if that makes sense. That's really profound and really smart what I just said there, I just have to say. So if I can do a little explanation around it, I just mean that, so maybe you're carrying something from your past, and you know what happened. You know, it's not a surprise. Excuse me. It's not a surprise whatever went on, and you might think that you dealt with it, and maybe you did deal with it, and maybe you were going through some things, but not until you sort of step into the now, and step into, if you've done a really, really gorgeous job at getting yourself back into balance and getting yourself like into alignment with yourself, with your higher self, you don't necessarily have to ever bring your past back, not once. But typically what we do is that you meet a new person and you're sort of looking for red flags. You're looking if it's the same kind of cup of tea. You're looking if this is really somebody that you can trust. Maybe you're not doing it on purpose, and maybe you're not doing it so that it's like overbearing or anything, but it's like just this tiny little eye, or just keeping an eye open. I can definitely relate to that, and how maybe sometimes you incorporate the old energy then to the new, even though you don't mean to do that, and even though you're not sort of on purpose introducing it, but it's there. And I feel like the most that it will come out is not until you actually meet a new person and you're ending up in the same place where maybe once before ending up there, it was going really south. And this time around, it just won't. And so it's almost like you have to address it, or you have to deal with it, and not until you're actually having a new person in front of you and going through something similar and almost healing it on a spot, because you already came such a long way, and there's not really too much more to be dealing with, but to just heal it in the moment where it happens. You might not even have to bring it up to the new person. You might live through it, and you might just observe that was going on, that was not going on the last time, but seeing them act in a certain way, or doing something, or saying something, it just makes you understand that, no, wait, this is really behind me, and I don't even have to bring it up, because it's not even active within me here. I just paid attention to what they were going to do now, and they're not doing any of that. So it's like we're healing things as we're going, and it's almost like you can't fully know if it's healed or not until you're in the very same, or it looks like the same situation yet again. Okay? And then, because I have to do this because they all fell out at the same time, it speaks about what happened then. It speaks about what happens now. Major spiritual transformation. Huge. We have 4 purple borders falling out at the same time. And they're not half cards. They're like the, for the lack of a better word that I've been using lately, the Holy Grail. It's like So we have the magician here, and we have the teacher of the magician, and we have the world, and we have new beginnings. And it's just, so you're going to have some sort of epiphany. It says epiphany and it says number 9. So number 9 is all about endings, but number 9 is also about unconditioned. How you're not so much dependent on what somebody else is doing, but you're sort of mastering. We have the magician. You're mastering yourself from the inside. You're going to be such a blessing to this person coming into your life, or if you just met somebody, or if you're coming back with a separated situation, if you're coming back with somebody again, whatever you did here, whatever got you to open your eyes and come into this realization about yourself, this understanding about yourself, it's like, oh, they're going to love you for it. Because not that you have to do it so that they should love you for it. I'm just saying the easy relationship, because you've become the magician, because you know now how to sort of, in a very miraculous magician-like way, what do you say? You're managing your own reactionary center. So somebody says something, and the typical person, the normal person, would be to just react to it, thinking that it's their full right and that they have absolutely no control over the reaction to it. Only that there's a split second in your brain. Is that, I don't know how short of a time it is, but it is a window. It's the tiniest window you ever saw. No, even Smurfs has bigger windows. It's the tiniest window you ever saw. It's in your brain, and it has that little gap between something happens, I can now decide where to go, and there's like a window of choice here before you actually react. So people saying, I can't, manage my reactions. But yes, you can. But you really, really, really need to pay attention and be really subtle about it and really in tune with your own inner life. And so when you go to react, but the way that you react is not dependent on what they just did, but like a magician, you're reacting due to what vibration you're carrying, what energy you're carrying. So if you're really calm and somebody does something, it really doesn't affect you. There's a lot of really there. Because you're in charge and you figured it out. So it's a magician-like quality in terms of the epiphany, in terms of the unconditioned. But in being that, in I hope you follow me now, in being all this, in being this magician-like reactionary person, so that you're not conditioned to react in a way to somebody else's behavior, but you're as solid as a solid rock could be. That is such a relief. I'm feeling the relief myself as I'm saying this. If I could behave in whatever way I want, if I can have an off day and my partner is not affected by that, but sort of letting me just have my meltdown or whatever that is, like having a bad moment, and for them not to start to waver about with their energy just because I am, how freaking solid and balanced and supportive is that? That's what we all want. And I feel, Gemini, that this is you. There's something with this epiphany. I can't talk today. There's something about this epiphany that being this way, knowing this about yourself, managing this, in the midst of it all, it's like you're coming to some understanding about it. It's like, yes, I knew I had it in me to react in the way I choose to react. I know I have it in me to not be bothered about what other people do or say or behave, because it has nothing to do with me. You know, say whatever you want. It doesn't affect me. Whatever energy I got going here does have nothing to do with you. So do whatever you want. Very unconditional. In the midst of that, it's like you go, huh, that's refreshing. That's good to know. That's a new way I've thought about it that I haven't thought about it before. It's like such a coloring to this relationship. I don't know what that thing is. I think that's So this reading is 47 minutes long, and half of it was just repetitive words and me not being able to say. Okay, bless my heart. Start again. This epiphany is for you to find out. And when you do, it's like it's adding some new element to this relationship that you're about to embark on or already just have entered into. And it's absolutely gorgeous. We have the teacher of the magician. So it's like we don't only have the magician, which is already a bit above average, but we got the teacher of the magician. Is a strong manifestational cool, I would say in Swedish, but that is like not even going to go there. It's darn cool. It sounds weak as I say that. Is not that. It's not ass, by the way. Anyway, it's really interesting, the really, really magnificent energy that's going on around you. It's like you can manifest literally almost anything you want, and you know it, because we have the teacher of the magician here. So if you don't know that, you're about to find out pretty soon. And then we have the world and new beginnings, and the world 21, a very happy ending coming full circle. So there's something you like, we released the past, or something you're happy to step out of. We're done with this. The world, it's showing you a new world, it's showing you a new way. But the reason it's showing you the universe or anything around you is showing you something new is because you're new. You're the freaking magician here. And I think, Gemini, hasn't the magician come out for you over and over again, even in your general readings? I think it is. I even didn't talk about the magician in the way, it's number 1, so it speaks about new beginnings. And so 21 is like your lucky star, your lucky number, lucky in love, lucky in games, lucky, you're just lucky right now. And again, it's like the basis of the reading. We have 12 today, but this is 21, but it's the same numbers. So it's a new beginning, relationships, and creativity, passion, joy, fun, creating a new world. We're stepping into a brand new reality for you. I think this type of love, this type of magician love, this type of another level, outerworldly, other dimensional, rainbow frequency type of love. It's absolutely gorgeous, Gemini. If you're in a committed relationship, there's something happening within this relationship that is just probably blowing you away. And it's all because of you. You're the element that is making this happen. Then we have new beginnings. 20. And when 20 comes out, I most often feel like this is like a new version of you, which it is. It's the teacher of the magician version of you. So it's like a 2.0 version of you. It's the upgraded, elevated, just awesomeness, pure awesomeness. New beginnings, strongly emphasizes on the new beginnings, that we're starting something new, and that there is some major spiritual growth here happening. Major. I think you guys coming together, or if you're already with somebody, you guys coming together, you're going to be sort of the new, what is that called? The new parameter, I would say in Swedish, but it falls flat. It's like you're the new setting. You're the new. You're. I'm not gonna find it. You're the new to look up to. You're the new place, situation, new couple, new way of being coming together. When people talk about power couples, it's not the idea that I have of a power couple. Power couples in the traditional way is that they are definitely an influence to the world, but that's typically normally through fame, money, a lot of the times the way that they look, the way that they're being portrayed to the world, it's to some degree, I would say, trying not to judge here, but trying also not to take away the fact that it's quite superficial. And this, what I feel when I say power couple around you guys, it's the magician type of power, is the real energy. Is you being so freaking on fire energy-wise so that it sort of emanates out to the world. It almost brings, I don't know, clarity to the world just because you guys are coming together. Is not something that you should feel like, oh my God, that's a bit of a pressure there for us to change the world. Yes, it is. No, it's not. It's not. It really is playful, is what it feels like for you. Playful. It says on the bottom, starting a new life, finding your purpose, and forgiving and compassionate review of the past. So it's going to change so much for you. I can't wait for you to step into this, because Gemini, I've been following you for a while, and it has been quite tricky. But if this was the level that you were stepping into or stepping up to, it was all worth it. I'm going to continue and pull cards in the extended. So if you feel like you resonate with this reading, you probably will resonate with the extended as well. And I do want to say that I lowered the price a bit on the rent part. It's 48 hours and I lowered the price there. Maybe that's at least a small contribution on my part for when people are really struggling right now in the world. If you're not drawn to that, then thank you so much for listening here. And I hope to see you back soon, guys. Take care. Bye.